Hello buddy, welcome back to Just Lights. In today's video we're going to be tinkering with this signal stat here. Now I've had this light now for a few years and I've never actually pulled the lenses off of it or anything like that. So I'm not really sure what series number this light is at the moment because there's nothing on the bottom of the chassis. So I'm hoping there's some kind of tag or something on the inside, because the only thing it says on the ends is just, you know, the signal stat. But I definitely want to get the lenses kind of cleaned up, polish them out a little bit. There's a dent in this grill. I want to see if I can straighten that out some. So let's go ahead and get to it and see how this one turns out. All right, so I got the lenses off. And I don't see any kind of tags or anything like that in here. So I'm going to have to just go online real fast, do a little Google search, see if I can kind of figure out, I guess, what series this is and roughly about what year range this would come out. But it's kind of weird because it actually kind of looks like they just took regular rotator assemblies, like something that would have had its own lens, and just stuck them down inside here. Now I know, like the older signal stats, these would have had motors in them, and that whole little assembly would have actually spun around. But these don't have motors in them, so they're actually just a fixed unit. So, but those are actually kind of cool, being all aluminum with, you know, the quick disconnect kind of straps on them. Those are kind of unique. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the inside of this cleaned up a little bit. Definitely hose off these grills and lenses, get those cleaned off, and we'll get this thing put back together. Okay, so I went on Google to try to see if I could track down, like, say, like a model number or a series or something like that of this particular bar. From what I found, the signal stat bar come out roughly around 1973 and was used by the New York City Police Department and for the New York City Fire Department. I didn't really find much in the way of an actual, like, model number or anything like that. The only thing I did see was they did have, like, I guess, 3 series, a 350, a 375, and a 377. But so far, everything that I found so far doesn't show these bars having those independent rotators like you see in this light bar right here. So I'm going to assume that the original rotator assemblies, the one that would have been those aluminum housings, stopped working and they were unable to find replacements. And this was a quick, easy, cheap alternative to get the bar back in service. And when I take a second to look at them a little bit closer, they're actually a Code 3 product. The rotator assemblies look just like the ones that were in the Force 4 and the XL bars. Now I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the lenses back in the bar to make it much easier for the wet sanding and the polishing portion. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm just going to be taking like a 1500 grit wet dry sandpaper, and I'm going to go ahead and sand the entire surface of the light bar. After I get everything wiped down and dried up, I'm going to be using a fine cut polish with my angle grinder right here to buff the lenses out. Now this grinder is designed for automotive detailing, so it has a variable speed on it that allows me to control it so I don't damage my lenses. Okay, so I'm just doing my final wipe down. I don't know if you saw the video with the 24 EH light bar. Essentially what I do after doing my polishing, what I do is I just take like a kind of like these spray wax, you know, deals right here, and what I do is I'll cover it with that after I'm done. So what that does is it kind of helps give a little bit of a, you know, waxy surface to help keep stuff from sticking to it again, like dust and things like that. Plus it also makes it to where any fine imperfections that might still be in the lens that the polisher doesn't fully get out, it kind of fills it in a little bit. It kind of makes the lenses look a little bit better. So just giving that a quick wipe down. I guess the paper towel is telling me I'm done. So next step is just kind of turn it on, show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug it in and turn it on. So what we have here is my signal stat light bar, all red, 2 rotators, 2 V mirrors, and a set of flashers front and rear. Now, like I was saying earlier in the video, I do believe that those rotators are definitely not original to this bar, and the original ones crapped out and they weren't able to find replacements because they are really kind of a hard item to find. And if this was actually like in a fire service and stuff like that, and the truck went down because the bar ain't working, they probably had boxes of these things just sitting in there ready to go on top of their apparatuses. So you get the truck up in service, they just literally just toss those in there real fast, got the truck up and running, and just shipped it out the door. So I'm pretty sure that's how those things got in there. But outside of that, it's still a good looking bar, still a nice bar. You can see those lenses polished out really nicely. There's no breaks, there's no cracks in them. They're actually in really good shape. The grill, other than a little teeny dent in it, that's also still in really good shape. So like I said, it's still a nice bar, still going to go up on my shelf in my collection. But outside of that, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.